Today I am doing one of my most favorite things ever. I am going to one of my design projects, and I used to call this like the house call episode or whatever. A lot of the times I design these projects where I'm not the contractor on the job, and it could be for a slew of reasons. I'm either too expensive, or it's in an area that I'm not capable of going often. So those are usually the top two reasons, or it's not a project where I can be efficient. And that's a fair thing to say. But I'm going to one of my projects in Culver City, and I'm really excited to see the framing is done. I'm meeting with the contractor to understand his questions, answer questions, go through the design plans, make sure that he understands them, make sure that we can execute on a high level of what the intention of the home is, and that there's a follow through, right? That there's someone who's gonna be checking it to make sure that, hey, like, this has to be done the way I've intended it, or there has to be communication that changes the objective, changes the intention, and that we're both on the same team and the same page about moving forward with the project. So super excited about it. Want to show you guys what's going on. I took the drone out so you can kind of see. Right now you can see that the backyard is super tiny. I'm trying to convince the clients to take that wall and move it. They legally have the right to move it 10 feet further back, and that will really help with the pool location and really making the backyard feel fantastic. So I really hope that they go ahead and do that, but you never know. Costs are a major factor when doing construction, and especially on the spec builds versus the client builds, you really have to make sure that you're spending the dollars just right. I always say I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty good at knowing where to put the money, but that's one of those tough things, because moving that wall and getting that extra 10 feet for the backyard is a huge plus for the buyer. But the question becomes, is that worth it on the sale side? Meaning, is that going to translate? Like, if they spend, let's say, $150,000 getting the extra 10 feet in the backyard, is that going to translate to $200,000 in the sale? Or because comps are locked in at a certain price in that area, in that specific area, is it actually going to make them money, or maybe even might cost them money? They might only get $100,000 more for spending $150,000. So it's a little bit of a juggle, and you kind of have to really make the decisions based on your preference and how money is coming in and how you're spending money in those areas. So it's a unique challenge, but they're really close. The stairs aren't in yet, so the stairs need to get done before we can go upstairs. But framing is complete. They just had a lot of questions about where they were going to put the water heaters, where the vents were going to go, and a lot of that sort of questions, and just any like last framing details that needed to get done. So I really enjoyed going to the job site. I enjoyed meeting with the contractor. I enjoyed going through the design phase and making sure that we were going to try to execute as much of the design as possible. And yeah, if you got any questions, if you want me to come design your next project, please let me know in the comments down below. Reach out to me. You can follow me on Instagram and DM me there at JJP Construction. I love doing it. I love being a part of those projects, and even when I'm not the contractor, it's just so invigorating and exciting for me to be a part of those projects. Really something I enjoy tremendously. So thank you to my clients for allowing me to be a part of that project, and I look forward to hearing from anyone else who might want me to be a part of their projects. Of course, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you got any questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. And if there's a video you want me to make too, let me know a topic or an idea, and I'd love to see if I can produce that video for you and get that idea out there.